Okay, hi. All right, so today is the first webinar with M Trading. Right, my name is Ezekiel Chews. So in case you all do not know me, I'm the founder of Asia Forex Mentor. So Asia Forex Mentor has been started way over, I don't know, I've started teaching for over a decade. I've traded personally in Forex for, I would say, over 15 years. So it all started as a passion whereby it grew to become part of a community that we have created, and it's something that I like to do as a side. It's not a side job, it's more of a side passion apart from my day-to-day trading, because day-to-day trading as a whole doesn't really take a lot of time. And today's topic, as to start for our first webinar, is, I mean, by all means, it's the best topic as ever, right? Because it is about time management. It is about why should we start to trade Forex, right? If you ask me why should we start to trade Forex now, I would say you are already probably 10 years late, probably, or maybe 15 years. I started Forex trading when it was 15 years back. So, but that was just a joke, right? Forex trading, it's something that the market keeps growing. It is the biggest market in the whole world right now. It is the biggest market in the whole world right now. We are trading trillions of dollars every single day, right? It has gone way past the stock market by tons of years ago, and we are the biggest few right now. And of course, there is always a question whereby, why should I trade Forex, right? Why should I trade Forex? And why should I not trade stock? Or why should I not trade commodity? Or why should I not trade unit trust or whatever, right? And then that was the question when I first started trading. You know, when I first started trading, I was a young kid. I wasn't introduced to Forex first, right? Like any other person, the first thing that I was introduced to, or the first investment vehicle I was introduced to, was stock, right? By all means, stock is the easiest or the most talked about investment vehicle out there. But there is something that differs or struck me when I was young, and I'm glad it came to me at that point in time, was that you can't truly make a huge fortune in stock unless you have a large capital. All right, let me repeat this again. Right, this can be very controversial, but it's true, right? It's true. I'm free for any one of you to debate with me on this. It will take a quite some time, if not quite a while, for you to grow with very little capital to a huge fortune if you are trading just stock alone without any margin or whatsoever. Because for by all means, for example, when we trade stock, right? When we trade stock, if we can gain a 10% or 20% a year for a stock, it's an extremely good result, by all means, right? For most of the major blue chip stocks out there, right, 10%, it's already a very good result. The S&P grow by probably a 10%, 10+% a year, and that is a huge feat. And this is a huge feat that a lot of fund managers, a lot of hedge fund managers out there couldn't even beat. So if you ask me, if you start off with a capital of, let's say, 1,000 USD, right, making 10% a year, congratulations, right? You did a great job. You make 10% a year. You're a profitable trader, right? Or you're a profitable stock trader. And great. So what? You make $100 out of your $1,000. So you are $1,100 for your year two. And you make year two another 10%. So you are right now what? You are another maybe $110 in profit. So you're $1,210, right? So you can see it's going to take a while for you to make a fortune in stock unless you are rich. and you have a huge capital, whereby 10% of your huge capital will make a huge chunk, right? But of course, there are so many other vehicles out there that, I mean, you can fasten the pace with, but in general, stocks takes time to grow your fortune. And of course, with compounding, with leveraging, yes, it may grow, but it still will take a pretty long time if you are starting with average capital, right? So that struck me when I was young, right? That struck me when I was young. So I started off, I grew up as a very ambitious kid. I grew up as a very, you can say it's ambitious, I would say it's greedy, right? I grew up as a very greedy kid. So I knew that I wanted to be rich in my lifetime. That is something that I truly want to be. I do not want to be having to live from paycheck to paycheck. I do not want to rely on any others for money, right? So then it's something that struck me to the core real deep when I was young. So I researched a ton of vehicles out there. I would go from stocks, I go from unit trusts. So I went to commodities. I went to various of vehicles out there, and eventually I came onto forex trading. So to me, forex trading is a vehicle to make money, right? I personally, right, I grew on from forex trading, and yes, that is a place where it has made me my fortune, right? But the main key why I chose forex is that forex, it's the power to make money from forex can be really fast. And of course, I would like to put this first. You can lose your whole account if in one trade, if you trade it the wrong way, if you trade it crazily. And of course, you can double your account in one trade if you trade the wrong way as well. So this can be a double-edged sword, and that is also the reason why a lot of people say that, hey, I do not make money in forex, and then forex, no, you can't make money in forex, whatever shit. Yes, it's true that you can lose your whole capital in a very short while. But if you trade the right way, just like why there are professional poker players out there in the casino, whereby they are professional poker players, they trade poker for a living. It's more than luck, because they have made the probability on their side. So the way we trade forex is the same way. We are professional forex trader where we have moved the probability of winning to our side. So that is the clear difference between an amateur or a newbie who thinks that forex trading is something to gamble, in comparison to a poker player who goes on the casino for the first time. He's a tourist, he just go there to gamble, and he's seated side by side in the same table with a professional poker player who is there probably every other night, right? So that is a clear difference. That professional poker player will easily eat up the fish, which is the tourist, in no time. Just like when I trade, when I see people who are just jumping on board in forex trading and they think that they can make a huge amount of money in no time, that's where I see that they get burned off real quickly. So I really like to emphasize that forex trading, yes, you can make money, but first you got to learn to move the probability in your way. When you have learned how to do that, trading forex is basically, right, to put it in simple terms, right, is basically just like a mobile ATM machine. That is it. You can travel to any part of the world you want. You just log onto the internet with a few clicks of a mouse, and when you know what you are doing, you are literally pulling money out of the whole forex industry, regardless of wherever you may be. And I tell you, and this is the series of webinars that I'm part of with M Trading, right, whereby I would like to share how can we move the probability to our side, and how can we move from a newbie trader, from a gambler, and move it on to become a professional forex trader, just like a professional poker player at the table itself, right? And I tell you that the time to trade is now. There is no better time to trade, because why? There is so much uncertainty in today's market. We all know that Donald Trump is the president in US, right? And he's probably the craziest president that we have ever seen in our current lifetime right now. And every single word he says is going to move the market itself. Every single move he does is going to move the market. For example, when we had a presidential election somewhere over here, the market just plummeted when the first news of Donald Trump is going to win. The market went down right straight. But after the news sank in, the market went back up, because they may think, hey, oh yeah, man, maybe Donald Trump is going to move the market back up. So then the market starts going up. So this is the market right now. The market is moved by a ton of news, and that is the very best time to be in right now if you haven't already funded your account. Because I always like to emphasize to all my students and to everybody that I meet is that the biggest money is made in times of uncertainty. I repeat, the biggest money is made in times of uncertainty. And the biggest money is made not in an upwards market, but in a downwards market. You see, when the market goes up, it takes its time to go up. Zigzag, zigzag. Whether is it going up? Is it not going up? Is this the highest point? Is it not the highest point? So the market, the investors, when they go in, they're always thinking that, hey, am I getting in the right price, etc. So it takes time. It takes years to go up. But when the market drops, when the market sinks, when the market tanks, it will take days, weeks, or months to erode years of growth in weeks, in months, and the market will just plummet it down big time. Because when the market goes up, people is say, hey, is it the right time? Yes, maybe, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, maybe. So it takes a while. But when the market drops, everybody starts panic. When we have a major bad news, everybody starts panic. Everybody that is already in the open position, they start to close the trade. They close. So the market starts dropping. And then when people start seeing that the market is dropping, everybody starts to go sell. And the market drops down even further. The market is spurred by emotions, by greed, and by fear. These are the two major keys in trading. People want to sell. When people are scared, people sell. When people want to make money, they will also jump in on bandwagon because they know the market is going to drop big time. And that's the reason why when market plummets, it goes way fast. And we are right smack right now in a period of a ton of uncertainty. Donald Trump is a huge uncertainty. The entire stock market itself, which affects the forex market as a whole, it's a huge uncertainty. Everybody right now is talking about the possible collapse in the overall stock market right now. And every single time and that is the key, when everybody is talking about the possible collapse in the stock market right now, the market just keeps going up. Because when everybody is talking about something, the market is just going to do the other thing. And just like, if you notice, just like all the previous bubbles that we had, right? For example, the Lehman Brothers, right? When the Lehman Brothers crash happened, it was totally unexpected. And when something unexpected happens, the market just plummets big time. But at this period in time, when everybody is talking, the market just goes up. And watch out. When the market settles down, when the market starts cools down and people start thinking, hey, all right, so maybe the fall isn't really coming, that's where it catch the earth, or I'd say most traders unexpectedly, and that's where the biggest market is going to be made. That's where the biggest money is going to be made. It probably will hover a little higher, a little bit more, maybe just somewhere here. And then when uncertainty strikes, the market is going to go down. There is going to go big movement down itself. If we look at this as a whole, this is the 2008. Ever since 2008, right? This is 2000 and somewhat 2008. The market is already due for a correction. the market is already due every 8 to 10 years or so. The market is already due for a correction, right? So here the interval it's 6 years or even lesser. It was 4-5 years and the market plummet. So this has been going up ever since 2008. It has been going up. We are nearing the end of 2017. I would say it's somewhere about time. So the time is now. You see, it take years to grow like this. It take years to grow like this, but it just take months to plummet right smack down. It take years to go like this. This is going to be a huge cash cow if you look at this. If the market really tanks, right? I'm saying if, which I think based on the whole history of trading itself, the market will always correct, right? And the biggest money is being made in times of correction. This is going to plummet. This is going to plummet, and that is where millionaires, multi-millionaires, and even billionaires are being made. George Soros made billions at the previous crash, right? He's definitely going to eye the potential crash this time around. And just like every single trader out there, the big guys out there, they are eyeing this right now. So we as professional Forex traders, I am eyeing this since, I would say, the previous crash. So if you aren't in the market right now, the time is right now. I have waited for this. Of course, along the way, there's a lot of money to be made in all the Forex pairs itself, but we are right smack right now in the biggest potential crash where the market is already due for a correction. So this whole webinar series itself, I'm going to show you how to capture the market when the crash happens. How do we capture the day-to-day gains? How do we move our probability from a major trader, and we move our stake from a tourist in a poker table to become a professional poker table, just like where we come from a major Forex trader to become a professional Forex trader. All right, so I'm excited for the series of webinars that I'm going to be doing. Right, so this is going to be a lot of money, and the time is now. All right, so with that said, I look forward to seeing you all in my series of the rest of the webinars itself. All right, so that's all for this today. I'll talk to you all on the next series.